EGM Network.
This is Martha Matters. From real estate, healthcare, current events, taxes, or just about any topic, we're talking about it. Call us with any questions on just about any subject. Now, here she is, Martha!
Hi there and welcome. Hey. Oh, well, it's getting cold outside in a lot of areas of this country. But in Florida, we're lucky. But for us, it's freezing now. It's 70 degrees. I know. 90% of you should be laughing. But anyway, it's getting to feel like Christmas, that's for sure. I have to talk to you about a very, very important subject. A couple friends of mine, just within the last month, within the last 3 weeks, have been diagnosed with a couple of cases of skin cancer. There is no reason why some cancers can't be caught early and eradicated and just plain you would be cured. But the culprit here is don't ignore them. Going way, way back, even 50 years, they said if a wound does not heal, even though it doesn't look suspicious, you should have that area where the wound is removed. That's skin cancer. And most skin cancers are squamous cell carcinomas. Now, I've got to tell you, your skin itself on your entire body, those cells that make up your skin are all squamous cells. So you're not going to get a new cancer called squamous cell carcinoma, let's say in your liver or your kidneys. If you do, it means that you haven't paid attention to a skin wound that you paid no attention to just because it doesn't bleed a lot and doesn't heal. That could be squamous cell carcinoma. And you don't need to be hospitalized and make a big deal. This can be handled in the doctor's office of dermatologists who are especially good at it. Any doctor can, but some doctors that aren't used to it don't want to hurt the patient. So they'll just take a little bit to do a biopsy, a few cells. That's the worst thing they could do with squamous cell carcinoma. When you take the biopsy, you might as well take a wider swath of where the problem is in the first place. And there's nothing stopping you from getting it all in the very beginning. And the nice part of that is you get it all and the prognosis is better. You take just a little nab, it's squamous cell carcinoma, and meanwhile, by upsetting the tissue in the area, you're helping it to spread.
Yeah, that seems like it would be, I don't want to say a no-brainer, but for a doctor that has that kind of experience would know that right from the get-go looking at it that you should do that. Because I've heard that often too, Martha, and I've also heard it does get confusing for people to know, adenocarcinomas, squamous cell carcinoma, all these other ones, but they are specific to certain areas, if I'm hearing you correct.
Yeah.
And if they metastasize, it's coming from that area. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're not medical doctors. I certainly am not, but some of it is, you can read about it and it give you a little bit of background.
Primarily arms and legs. It's not going to show up, let's say, on your stomach.
Okay.
Or something like that. With one exception, if people have a problem with some medications, and we all do at one time or another, that cause diarrhea, keeping yourself really, really clean on both butts is very, very important. Because if you have a fingernail that might just do a little nick when you're trying to wipe yourself and wipe everything off, and you don't keep that area clean, that can develop into squamous cell carcinoma too.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So, and I hate to say it, but it's a gender thing. Cancer in those areas happen more often with men than they do women. The cancer is not prejudice. It's women, I think, take more showers and wash themselves from head to toe more thoroughly than men do.
Yeah, well.
And so anytime there's a break in the skin, you're going to have, you can have a potential for cancer, not just normal bacteria and fungal viruses.
Okay, yeah, and washing your hands is the big thing. We went through that with COVID. I mean, a lot of times when you just washed it, say, with Dial soap or those kind of antibacterial soaps and stuff, it's not a stupid thing to do.
Now, the one thing good about squamous cell carcinoma is it takes several days for one cell to multiply into 2, and several days again for 2 into 4, and 4 into 6. And then when you get 1,000 cells, you're talking about you've been warned for like a full month or 6 weeks that a skin lesion doesn't heal. It tries to form a scab, the scab comes off, and it stays open. That's squamous cell carcinoma. And at that point, it's very localized. Like I recommended, only a dermatologist should really be taking biopsies because they've done a lot of it and know what to look for. And even though any doctor can, they could botch it up very, very easily and make the cancer worse.
Well, I think that's everyone's it's kind of common knowledge. Get somebody that's got the experience. You know, you can ask around at what doctor would have that for that specific thing.
Absolutely.
But the other thing I want to mention too, Martha, you and I talked about it before we went on air. Don't be afraid of the cancer word. The earlier you get it, the more, I mean, nobody wants it. Nobody wants to go through any of this stuff. You don't even want to, you don't want to hear chemo. Holidays, no holiday time, whatever time of the year it is, you never want to hear it in your lifetime. But if you do get it early, you have more options.
Oh, yes. It's not a sentence, as they say. Getting cancer is not a sentence to die. What it is you've got to get it early, and you have 99 to 100% chance of being cured. But don't put it off. Oh, this month I'm too busy. I'm going to weddings. Don't go waiting till next month. When you know something's suspicious, deal with it right away.
Right. And you know what? I had this conversation with a friend of mine I was helping the other day, and this is kind of just stymies me in this day and age, and I feel so sorry. Her 33-year-old niece got the phone call that she has stage 4 breast cancer, and I was like, how in this day and age is that still happening, that it's not getting caught earlier? And she was like, the care that she had managed to get wasn't the best. And the lady had said to her niece, you know, I know you don't want to do it, but you have to be so proactive, each of us does, to help our own selves, especially in this day and age. If you don't feel what it is, just keep pushing for what you think is the best thing that would help you to fix whatever it is.
Right. When you go to a doctor for a checkup, oh, I have this little sore on my arm. I've had it like about 6 weeks or so, but it's no big deal. And most doctors will, when they hear the word no big deal, they're not going to waste time looking at it. And that's your mistake.
Right.
Anything you that hasn't healed that long, show to your doctor. And I say, well, you should go to a dermatologist unless you want to wait till the next time you see me. And that's not a good answer.
No, and that's what this lady was telling the niece. I mean, what are you going to say now, stage 4? I mean, prayers that she gets some help, but you should have been doing it all along. You know, people should do it all along.
Now, there are some cancers, there are some lymph cancers that they are so slow growing and don't metastasize much. They'll just stay in a lymph node or something for the longest time. And many doctors will take that kind of cancer and say, look, if you're in your 80s or 90s, you're going to die of something else before you die of this cancer.
Okay.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
But that's very, very rare.
Yeah, I have heard people say that. I have heard
very
people say
rare.
That.
So you've got to use common sense and you've got to use awareness. That's number 1. Number 2, basal cells. Some people get a lot of that. That's usually on the face and arms. Very simply, that's from too much sunshine, too much ultraviolet rays without the protection of real sunscreen. And as soon as you see something that doesn't heal, give it a little while. Don't give it any little while. Go and have it removed. And they had all those cancers that originate in the skin, including melanomas. When it looks like a funny multicolored scab, it has a red area, a black area, a brown area, which you don't normally see. That's a melanoma. You go to a dermatologist and get that removed right away, because unlike the slow multiplying cancers, melanoma cells multiply by the minute, and you'll get 1,000 of them in less than a week. So you've got to go to a doctor right away and have that removed. And all of those cases can be 100% cured. But melanoma is so strange that even when you have it all, dermatologists will say, come to me every 4 months for 5 years, because they've been known to come back within a 5-year time.
Yeah.
That's not the case with squamous cell carcinomas of the skin. If you get it all, you got it all. If you didn't get it all, it's going to pop up on another area of your skin nearby, and you better remove that too. But ignore it at all. That's bad news. When it gets into your circulation and gets into your organs, the radiation and chemotherapy only helps so much. You may have, let's say, 1 million cells. Chemotherapy will destroy 900,000 of them and give you more time to live, but some of those cells are left behind when you get that far along, like a stage 4. Please don't do that. That can be prevented.
Someone said to me the other day, it was a scenario like you are explaining, Martha, that the doctor had said at that point, they went to a different doctor at that point and said, I can give you some more time, but it's not going to be quality time. In other words, it was late in the stage of whatever, I don't know what the cancers and stuff that were. So you can get the time, but I mean, don't you want to live your life with quality time getting it earlier? That's what the whole gist of all of this is.
Right.
And
when they want to keep you alive and you have lung cancer, that is probably the cruelest form of cancer there is. And to have to fight for every breath and to live 3 months longer, what are you accomplishing? Oh, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always that hope that maybe they'll get it all, maybe they'll get it all. But when you feel yourself going down the tubes, and you'll know it, when you have to have so much attention that you can't even walk around anymore, you're bedridden. In like 3 or 4 weeks' time, your internal organs, especially your digestive tract, without your body moving around, is going to start closing down and dying. And that's painful too.
Right, it is.
Why keep yourself alert and awake and have to live through excruciating pain that only strong narcotics will relieve you of?
Mm-hmm.
Even fentanyl. People get fentanyl by prescription, not enough to kill your brain, but enough to kill all the pain from the organs dying.
Mm-hmm.
They only give that to people who they know are dying within the week or something. Hospice will do something like that.
Yeah, well, the doctors, yeah.
But there are many nursing homes, if that's where you're located, by law, can't give you any more medications than Tylenol. And so if you're getting really, really bad, you need hospice care. And the nice thing about hospice care is they have access to all pain medications. Their goal is to make you comfortable. Or if you're hungry and want to eat, they'll get you anything along that line at any time to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, believe it or not, there are some people who are sent to hospice who turn around
Right.
and end up going home.
Right, yep.
Hospice is not a death sentence either.
Right.
It's a way of treating you. Instead of giving you radiation and all of that, it gives your body a chance to rest, will make you very, very comfortable, give you a good mindset, and believe it or not, many people end up going home and are cured. And if they're not cured, you're talking about a couple of years later before they come back.
Right.
So nothing is finalized.
Mm-hmm. It's not impossible, and that is a good quality of care of life.
Mm-hmm.
And with a hospice care.
Yes, a very good quality
It
of
is.
life,
Yeah.
and that's needed.
Yeah.
Even with lung cancers, they can make it so that you don't have to breathe on your own, and you feel comfortable, and you know the air's coming in and out. It's they make you very, very comfortable, and I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, we got to take a break. We're moving right on. So stay with us. I'll give you another couple of pointers when we come back.
Mommy, Santa fell through the roof.
Don't put off that home repair. Get to Sturgis Lumber. From weekend projects to commercial applications, Sturgis can help. 4645 US 1 Vero Beach. Sturgis Lumber.
Evergreen Media is your go-to for podcasting. Business owners, boost your brand by educating clients with your own show. Just show up. We handle everything else. Get your custom video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and more. Start today at egreenmedia.com.
Create your restful retreat and save 50% now on all Tommy Bahama and Lexington furniture during the Home for the Holidays event at Sunshine Furniture. Sophisticated looks with a mix of coastal and Caribbean styles, Tommy Bahama offers everything you need for your personal paradise and is all half price. At Sunshine Furniture, we have the largest selection of in-stock coastal and casual sofas, love seats, chairs, slipcover sofas, bedroom dining, and occasional furniture from Four Seasons, Capri, Best Chair, Hooker, and Riverside. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have any style of patio furniture that you need, including a gallery of Made in America, Berlin Garden, Pollywood, Woodard, Lloyd Vlanders, and Telescope. We specialize in replacement cushions, umbrellas, and fire pits. Come in now for our Home for the Holidays event and winter sale. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales center directly across the street, Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Vero Beach is out and alive. Music's playing, people are dancing, the dance floor's packed. It's the Sunset Saturday Concert. Fun and free for all on Ocean Drive. With live music by The Reckless Shots. Food, wine, and beer. Presented by GHO Homes, Vero Beach Chamber of Commerce, Sunshine Furniture, and Mulligan's Beach House. The Sunset Saturday Concert. Saturday, December 13th at 5 p.m. at Humiston Park on Ocean Drive, Vero Beach. Now that's the life.
Well, welcome back. I've got to tell you that there are some forms of cancer that are actually round tumors. Some are encapsulated, most of them are benign, and some that are uncapsulated, and most of them are cancerous because it's easier to spread without a capsule. But the skin cell ones that are very, very common, like basal cell, is too much exposure to sun without ultraviolet protection. So most people get basal cells on the neck or the face. And some squamous cells too on the face. But if your face is rough and don't look for a tumor, but look for a rough, scabby type skin as you feel your face, your face should be pretty soft. So if you have scabby type skin, rough sandpaper-like skin that does not go away, you need to go to a dermatologist. That's what they call pre-squamous cell carcinoma, before it starts oozing blood and stuff and sores on your face. So, and they can get rid of that so easy. It's not surgical. They use that nitrogen freezing. Mm-hmm. And just give you a few squirts of that take 5 minutes, and inside of a week, all that rough skin sloughs off, and your own skin underneath comes out fine. Take care of yourself. It can be that simple. Don't think everything is going in the hospital. Everything's having a long-term association with physicians. It doesn't have to be that way. Take care of yourself. Anything abnormal, go right to the doctor. And if you don't have a doctor, go to the emergency room, but say that I just don't know what to do, but I really need a dermatologist. I have a problem on my skin. And instead of someone else picking on you, literally, go to a dermatologist. They know what to do, what not to do, how to be aggressive or not aggressive. They know what they're doing because that's all they do.
And that's for the skin cancer, Martha, too. For the other cancers, just to throw that out there, I mean, same thing. And listen to your body. Listen to what you know is right, and make sure that you're your own best advocate.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a big deal in this day and age. There's tons of doctors out there. There's tons of cures, quote unquote, but you got to get the right thing going for you. And your body. You know your body.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So please, folks, I want you to have a joyous holiday, but don't ever stop being alert, being aware. Notice anything that may be different on your body. You can have it fixed lickety-split. You may not even need a doctor's appointment. If you walk in, they may even be able to squeeze you in. It's that simple. So don't be nervous about it. Ignoring it is a death sentence. Not ignoring it gives you extended life indefinitely. On that note, have a great day.